Hey guys, it's JC Chandler back again. I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope you have been creating something amazing. I'm back here with, this is part 4, and I'm hoping it's the last part of this series of creating jewelry or earrings with fabric and wood. Hands are a little tender today, so I'm wearing my compression. I have some, I don't know, tendinitis. I've been using my hands a lot lately. It's obviously with some creating, but it's always a good thing to be in the studio. So in the last video, I showed you guys some of the fails, some of the pieces that were cut, and right now I have some of the cream of the crop. All right, so and one of the things that I showed you in the last video was some of the issues with the fabric sticking. So we may be repairing, which we'll be repairing this, and we're going to put some resin on top of these. More than likely we're going to do a couple of different pieces, so I don't know how long this video is going to be. So guys, if you have to, please go ahead and press pause or come back later. I appreciate you for clicking play, period. I want to say thank you to all the subscribers, to every single one of you who click play on a consistent basis. It really makes my heart happy. Right now this channel is at 1,900, and let me see if I can actually look that up real quick. 1,954. That's where we are right now. So on our way to 2,000 subscribers, and that's thanks to you guys. If you think that this is some good stuff that you're watching, please go ahead and share. I'd appreciate it. Comment below and let me know what you think of the series of creations. So let me tell you what we're going to need today. I have my tile, which has a sticky mat. You're gonna need some resin. I have a Let's resin, but you want something, I like a thicker resin, because I can control it a little bit more. Here's my resin tool, I call it, silicone tip. Let's see, you're gonna need some baby wipes. You're gonna need a UV lamp. I am using my Let's Resin UV lamp. And what else? I think that's it for now. Some glue, because I'm repairing some things, so I don't know if you're creating with me and at the same time, maybe you're experiencing the same thing, but make sure everything is glued down. So we're going to do that first, and watch the previous video and you'll see why this is happening. Okay, it's basically I overlapped my fabrics and didn't overlap with glue, but that's okay. We're going to fix that. I am going to be using Tight Bond glue. This is one of my favorites, and I put it into this little bottle so that I can have precision tip when I am repairing. Let's see, I always recommend, if you don't have one, to get a silicone mat when you're working with resin so that you can cure the resin drops or any kind of mess you make directly on, and you can peel it off. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So first thing I want to do, because I don't know if I'm gonna work with this one right now, I'm gonna move this up to the side, put some glue right here. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna push that down. So we're fixing that. I want that to stay down. So I think I just wiped it off. Let me use my tip here. I'm gonna let this dry. Press it down, and I'm gonna sit this on over here. All right, hopefully I don't get resin on my wrist bands. We'll see. Okay, now what do we want to do? Which ones? Since we started out the series with the fabrics, I'm gonna work with the fabrics. And then I might do one or two of these, not sure. So because of the fact that I had these set on too high of a setting, the interior pieces, like you see over here, they weren't good enough for me to want to work with, so I had to trash them. They're in a pile that I am calling rejects. But if I take time with them, they are probably going to be workable. Let's see. I love all the silver on here. This will definitely show some good reflection. Which ones do I want? Let me see. Do I want these? I'm gonna have to glue that one on. So this part right here is gonna be pretty much a create along, because I wanna make sure, I don't know, maybe it's a create along, maybe not. It'll be in that format because I'm in my Zen right now. I won't take too much time for correcting, so let's go ahead and use these, because I think I looked at these and I liked what I saw. So we're gonna use those. And this sticky mat, I use this because it keeps the piece from moving around when I resin. Let's see, I think I'm gonna want those. I'll do these two. And do I want, let me see, maybe I'll do a couple of these. All right, now, the way that I use my resin, you guys, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I like to brush on. I forgot to mention, you're gonna need a brush. I like to brush on my resin and give it a nice little coat. I'm cleaning the edge here real quick. Give it a nice little coat, just a painting, a light brush of acrylic, so that the next layer will have something to grab onto. Plus, if there's going to be any bubbles, it'll come up on this level. On this layer. So let me put this under here, because I like to move on a silicone mat. This doesn't move very well, so I'm going to put some paper on it so I can move it around a little bit like that. All right, let's get started. I like to dab it onto the brush first and then paint it on, and let as much, I'm not gonna put a whole lot, I just want to layer, being careful around the hole. And I don't know if you can see that yet, but that just makes that metal pop. This is foil leaf that I have on here. If you haven't seen parts 1, 2, and 3, go ahead and check them out, because it'll show you how we got to this part. And I will have the link below as well. Links below. So y'all saw how much resin I put on my brush, not a lot. And I think I might be able to get all of these done with just that little bit. Let's see. been in my studio all weekend. The weather turned out to be nice, which I wasn't expecting at the time of recording this video. So I decided, you know what? I'm already committed. I'm going to stay in my zen. Alright, I do need a little bit more resin. I wanted to do some yard work, meaning some gardening. I have some pots. What are they? Buckets from like Home Depot, and I got a few of them from Firehouse Subs. So I'm doing a container garden, and one of the things I was waiting for was for my friend to move my gazebo further back into my yard so I can do my containers right in the direct sun, which is where my gazebo was. So he did that yesterday for me, and now I'm ready to start putting things in place. Unfortunately, I'm in Zen mode now, so the sister's staying in the studio today. Going with the flow. All right, let's see what that looks like. I think that's good. So I'm just going to let that be for now. Put that back in my little bucket there. And let's protect the eyes. Let's get some of that. Put it this way. Okay. So there is the first layer. And that's just giving something to stick onto. All right, next layer. I don't know that I want to brush it on, but yeah, let me do it this way. So what I like to do is it's a little thicker, and then I just kind of dab it on right around the edges. And that way, if it's going to do a little bit of doming, it'll start. And I can finish it off. Now you can stop here if that's what you want to do. But I like multiple layers. I like to do them in smaller, thinner layers as opposed to one big layer, because there's a lot of room for error on here. I have a video showing how and why I dome the way I resin the way that I resin. I just think that for me it works better. Plus, when I'm resining, I'm in such a zen that I don't mind the multiple layers. It's peaceful for me. If you can tell, my voice has changed. A little bit more relaxed. And that's why I do this. I'm holding it at an angle so I can see it with the light. Hopefully it's not causing a glare. Otherwise I might be out of camera. Alright, let's see. right, so I'm going to put the final coat, which is then me doming. This is going to take some delicate movements and I am going to be moving this thing around, so forgive me. This is going to be beautiful. I think I just put too much on here. So I'm letting gravity do, or should I say, the self-leveling feature of the resin work for me. And I'm just pulling it to the edges. That's it. I have another video showing resin, like I think I mentioned earlier. All right, look at that. I know you can see that. All right, let me go ahead and finish the rest. Let's take a look at these beauties. Nice. Let me take them off real quick. I'm not going to do anything to the back of them at this point. All right. Wow. Look at this Look at that silver popping. Wow. All right, well guys, I'll finish these, putting some earring hooks on them off camera. But I want to thank you for joining me and clicking play to watch this 4-part series. And if you've tried any of this, please comment below and let me know. I would love to know if any of this was helpful to you. If you like resin, if you like fabric, if you have a laser, if you don't have a laser, can you just comment below? That helps the channel too. You know, as much as I appreciate all of you watching, clicking play, and commenting, commenting does help the channel. If you could just, I don't know, put an emoji, say hello, something like that. Just help this channel grow so that I can bring more of this content to you. Also, I'd love to hear from you on what you'd like to see. Do you want to see something different? Do you want to see more of something that I've done? Just let me know, and I'm here for you guys. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, please, link is below. Go ahead and join us and share some of your content. You know, ask some questions. We have some great creators there that would be happy to help you out with answering your questions. All right, guys, I'm not going to keep you long, much longer, I should say. I'm going to go and give my hands a rest and finish off these earrings. I'll be sharing some pictures on Facebook, so don't forget, join so that we can stay connected. All right, go create something amazing, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.